Stale bread, stale cookies, past their prime, ready to toss, unless they're moldy. That's a different ish. Hey, good morning. Good morning. This is Jan from New York City. I truly love helping people keep some of their own hard-earned money. Welcome to Tuesday's episode of No Frills Video. This week's theme, going to talk about multiple use item. Now I've done it myself to save time and effort, but it's really not much time and effort that is needed to make your own cookie crust. And I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the cookie crusts that are out there today are not as good as the ones that used to be out there about 20 years ago. I'm not kidding. And even from the same company, to me, it took a downward spiral. But that could be just and it is only really basically my opinion. Other people may say, yay, no, they're perfect. Now, I don't know. I have had personally better success. I'll give an example. So, as long as you have a pie plate, you're in business, okay? You could easily turn certain things into other things that you have right under your nose. You may have cookies in a jar that aren't being used up in a quick fashion. Example, crushed chocolate Oreo cookies make a tremendously great cookie crust. Yeah. Now, if you don't care for that extra sugar filling in the middle of the Oreo type cookie, for example, when you separate the tops, you could always clear out that ooey gooey sugar if you don't care for it. And actually, to be honest with you, I don't like things that are terribly sweet. Terribly sweet. I do like the chocolate flavor though. And once it's crushed, if you don't know how to make a crushed cookie, listen to me, a cookie crust, no bake. Wake up, Jan. Wake up. That coffee needs to kick in. But it's the easiest thing in the world. Okay. So you keep one of those like baggy type bags, the kind where people like zip their locks on. All right. So what people could do, anyone take your cookies of choice that you're going to use, and literally you put it in the bag, you seal the bag, and you could either crush it with your hands or just get your rolling pin and just go up and down on it a couple of times, and you got your crushed cookies. What I like to do is I melt a little bit of margarine in that cookie crumble mixture, and then I bake it for a few minutes. Okay, just bake it at 350 for maybe about 5 minutes. I take it out and I let it set. And that's it, even though it's like technically a no bake crust. But you can even just pour and just let it, run through with a fork. You could just melt some butter or margarine and just do it that way and press it against a pie plate, and you're still fine. You don't always even have to bake it. That's just an option. Okay. So it truly is a no bake crust. And this is the reason why do we really have to buy and pay for a cookie pie crust when we have tons of cookies? Many of us keep cookies in the house, in case of company, grandkids come over, you just like to eat some cookies, but you have more than you need. So why go out and buy a cookie crust? So to me, this is a multiple use item. Stale bread, I cannot see stale unless there is mold on it. I cannot see stale bread being not used again, for example, as like croutons, easily toasted up and flavored up in stuffing, with the, Thanksgiving around the corner. Start keeping a stale bread stash. Like a lot of times kids don't like the ends of bread. Cut them around. Don't waste it. Cut them around, put them in the freezer. You never know, the day may come where you need this for a recipe. Multiple use item. That is the theme of this week's No Frills video. Let me know in the comments section below if any of you have ever done anything like this with cookie crusts, or you have your own recipe, or what do you do with stale bread? Let us know in the comment section below. Waste not, want not. Have a great day, everybody. Come back tomorrow.